Here we will start male reproductive system. Human male reproductive system consists of some paired and some unpaired parts. Paired parts are testes, epididymis, vasa differentia, ejaculatory duct, seminal vesicle, corpus gland, and single is or unpaired is only urethra and prostate gland. Here, first we will see the first part is the testes. Testes are paired, means they are two located in a scrotal sac. This pouch, skin pouch called as scrotal sac or scrotum. Testes are located into scrotum outside the abdomen. Testes are mesodermal in origin. We are triploblastic. Our embryo has three layers: ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. This testis is originated from mesoderm, means testis has mesodermal origin. It is located into this skin pouch called as scrotal sac outside the abdomen. Why it is located in scrotal sac, not present in the abdomen? Why it is extra-abdominal in position? Because sperm production requires 2 to 3 degrees centigrade lower temperature than that of body temperature. So they are located into scrotal sac or scrotal pouch. The testes are oval in shape. Shape is oval. Andakruti mudda. Their length is 4 to 5 centimeter. Width is 2 to 3 centimeter and thickness is 3 centimeter. This is the size of testes. Each testis 4 to 5 centimeter in length, 2 to 3 centimeter in width and 3 centimeter in thickness. Oval in shape and situated into scrotal sac outside the abdomen. In earlier fetal stage, means when it is present in the mother uterus, these two testes are developed into abdomen. Before the birth, means at the time of 7 months of pregnancy, it droops down into scrotal sac. This develops into two sides of this urethra in the abdomen, and it droops down into the scrotal sac through a inguinal canal, through which it droops down into scrotal sac through the inguinal canal. Through this inguinal canal, it droops down into scrotal sacs. Why it is extra-abdominal? Why it is located into this scrotal sac? Because it requires 2 to 3 degrees centigrade lower temperature for sperm production. In some animal or in some offspring, when it is not drooped down, there is a disorder, trachygeridism, and in which the male becomes sterile. Here, each testis is externally covered by 3 layers. The collagenous fibrous layer, tough collagenous fibrous layer called as tunica albuginea. Outer to it is the incomplete tunica vaginalis. Incomplete layer, this outer layer is the incomplete peritoneal layer. Like other body organ, this testes are also covered by a peritoneal layer. So its origin is peritoneal or its origin is abdominal. This incomplete layer called as tunica vaginalis, and inner to which is the thin vascular layer called as tunica vasculosa. Inner means innermost layer is the tunica albuginea, middle is the tunica vasculosa, and outermost is the tunica vaginalis, which is incomplete peritoneal layer. It proves that testes develop inside the abdomen before the birth. It develop into the abdomen. This tunica albuginea, which is tough collagenous fibrous connective tissue layer, it forms septum inside the chambers are called as testicular lobules. These chambers are called as testicular lobules, and each lobule consists of highly coiled 1 to 4 seminiferous tubule. Each lobule consists of 1 to 4 highly coiled seminiferous tubule. These red colors structure are called as seminiferous tubules. Each chamber, each testicular lobule consists of 1 to 4. These seminiferous tubule, when we take the tears of these testes, the internal structure means tears of testes. Here, when we cut this seminiferous tubule, there is a rounded structure. This is the tears of testes, right? Each seminiferous tubule lined by cuboidal germinal epithelium. This is the cuboidal germinal epithelium. After spermatogenesis, it produces sperms. After meiosis division, it produces sperm. First, there is a number of stages found in this seminiferous lumen: spermatogonia, primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, spermatids, and sperms. These are the sperms. And in between this cuboidal germinal epithelium, there is a large, this red color cell, trigonial, means trigonia, correct. This large trigonal cells called as cells of Sertoli or Sertoli cells, or it is also called as sustenicular cells. What is the function of this sustenicular cell? This germinal epithelium after meiosis or after spermatogenesis produces sperm. What is the function of this Sertoli cell? It gives nourishment, it gives nutrition to these developing sperms. या स्पर्मला अटॅच होण्यासाठी जागा प्रोव्हाइड करते प्लस न्यूट्रिशन प्रोव्हाइड करते. ही सेल मोठ्या सेल्स ज्या दिसतात इथे बंडल्स अटॅच स्पर्म्सचे. इट प्रोव्हाइड नरिशमेंट एज वेल एज अटॅचमेंट से एरिया फॉर स्पर्म. In between these seminiferous tubules, there is a group of cells called as leading cells, or it is also called as interstitial cells. These leading cell or interstitial cells secrete androgen hormone or testosterone hormone. This testosterone hormone influences secondary sexual characters in males. Secondary sexual characters like mustaches, beard, or facial hair growth, axial chest hair growth, change in the voice, increase in the size of Adam's apple, aggressiveness, sex behavior, all these controlled by this androgen hormone, testosterone, which is secreted by leading cell or interstitial cell. This is the internal structure of testes. These seminiferous tubules, when it goes posterior side, it becomes straight and form a network. On posterior side, it forms a network. This seminiferous tubule highly coiled anterior side. When it goes to posterior side, it forms a network called as rete testes. From this rete testes, there is 15 to 25 tubules or ductules are arise called as vasa efferentia, which opens into the epididymis. These small ductules, small ducts, small tubules, they are about 15 to 20. These connect this rete testes to epididymis. Epididymis is this cap-like structure called as epididymis. Epididymis consists of highly coiled tubules. It is very long, they are about 6 meters long. It is highly coiled tubule and divided into 3 parts. This first part called as head or caput, this middle region called as body or corpus epididymis, and this last region called as tail or cauda epididymis. This epididymis, in which these sperms are received from the testes, and in this area, in this epididymis, sperms get maturity. it becomes motile, get a nutrition, it become active and motile in this epididymis. From the cauda epididymis arises a vasa deferens. This vasa deferens from cauda epididymis goes or run through the spermatic cord up into the abdomen through the inguinal canal and loops this ureter and open into the urethra. But before, this is near about 40 centimeter long. From this epididymis, it goes into the abdomen, then loops this ureter and open into the urethra. Before opening into the urethra, it combines with the duct of seminiferous, seminal vesicle. These are the two glands, seminal vesicle, duct and this vasa deferens combine, join and form this 2 centimeter length duct called as ejaculatory duct. This duct is called as ejaculatory duct. It forcefully ejects the sperm into the urethra. Here is the enlarged portion. This vasa deferens have enlarged portion called as ampulla, in which temporarily sperms are stored and then forcefully ejected into the urethra. Where there is no ejaculation, these sperms then enter into the epididymis. Here this urethra is single, all the parts are paired, but urethra is single. It is long from urinary bladder, it open into the, from the penis, it open on the tip of the penis by an orifice called as urethral orifice. The length of urethra is near about 20 centimeter and divided into 3 parts. This part called as prostatic urethra. The urethra which passes from this prostate gland, so called as prostatic urethra, and the part which passes from the penis called as penile urethra, and in between these two, this short portion called as membranous urethra. This is the urethra in which here from the urinary bladder, urine is ejected out, released, excreted to outside, and from this ejaculatory duct, the sperm also or semen also released. So this urethra is the common duct for urine as well as semen. So it is called as urinogenital duct. This urethra is called as urinogenital duct in males. These are the accessory ducts. What are the accessory glands? There are 3 types of accessory gland. This is the seminal vesicle, the prostate gland, and this third is the corpus gland. This is the seminal vesicle, which is paired below the urinary bladder. Its duct combined to vasa deferens and form ejaculatory duct. And this ejaculatory duct passes from prostatic gland. This is the below the urinary bladder. This is another gland, accessory gland called as prostatic gland. From this prostate gland, this ejaculatory duct passes, and into which these prostatic lobules are open. Number of lobules open into this urethra, and from this seminal vesicle secretes seminal fluid. From testes there is a sperms, and from this prostatic gland prostatic fluid is secreted, and from this corpus gland this lubricating fluid is secreted. This corpus gland, which is present on membranous urethra but open into penile urethra. This is the prostatic urethra, this is the membranous urethra, this is the penile urethra. This corpus gland is a pea-sized small gland which are present on either side of urethra, membranous urethra, and open into penile urethra. It secretes a lubricating fluid, mucus, which lubricate the passage of this urethra as well as female reproductive system. This is the male reproductive system. Some paired and some unpaired parts. Paired parts: testes, epididymis. This cap-like structure called as epididymis. This is the testes. Then vasa deferens, ejaculatory duct, and single urethra. And there are 3 glands: seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and this is the corpus gland. These are the 3 accessory glands. And this is the LS of testes, and this is the TS of testes. Then we will see the accessory glands. There are 3 types of accessory glands: seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and corpus gland. This is the seminal vesicles, which are paired below the urinary bladder, the posterior side, which duct join to vasa deferens and form the ejaculatory duct. This is the 2 paired structure called as seminal vesicles. These seminal vesicles secrete seminal fluid, and this seminal fluid constitutes near about 60% of total volume of the semen. Semen is the sperm, seminal vesicle fluid, prostatic fluid, and corpus gland fluid. The mixture of all these 4 called as semen, and this total semen is there about 2.5 to 4 ml. Its pH value is 7.0 to 7.2, and it consists of these gland fluid or liquids. First is the seminal vesicle fluid, which is there about this total semen volume is there about 60%. This constitute of this seminal fluid. What is the constitute of this seminal fluid? What it contains? It consists of fructose sugar, fibrinogen, prostaglandins. What is the function of fructose? Fructose provides energy for sperm movement. In this semen, sperm motile, and here in cystine there is a epididymis secretion provide the nutrition. In testes there is a cells called as Sertoli which provide the nutrition. But in outside the male reproductive system, how it gets nourishment? This seminal fluid has the fructose which gives the nourishment to sperm movement. Human body, only this part, seminal vesicle, secrete fructose sugar. Other part, nothing, any other parts of the body do not secrete fructose sugar. It is the proof for rape condition in the rape abuse. The test for this fructose sugar. Yeah, this sugar provide energy for sperm movement. What is fibrinogen? It help for coagulation of semen. Semen is a liquid, semi-solid structure, milky white color fluid. It become fastly coagulate or clot in the female reproductive system and form the bolus which help for the movement of this semen. This fibrinogen coagulate or clot the semen. What is the function of prostaglandin? Prostaglandin, it active reverse peristalsis of vagina and uterus. Vagina and uterus is the female reproductive part in which this semen is ejaculated. From vagina, sperm enter into the uterus, from uterus then enter into the fallopian tube. So this is the pathway of sperm, means there is this reverse peristaltic movement which help for the sperm pathway or sperm movement, is prostaglandin. Then second gland is the prostate gland. Prostate gland present below the urinary bladder to the posterior side of this urinary bladder. It is single, present below the urinary bladder. It have number of lobules, there are about 20 to 30 lobules. It is single and consists of 20 to 30 lobules, and these lobes open into this prostatic urethra and secrete a milky white, slightly acidic prostatic fluid. secrete milky white, slightly acidic prostatic fluid, which is constitute near about 30% of total volume of semen. It consists of citric acid, acid phosphatase. What is the function of this acid phosphate? This citric acid increases the acidity. And what is the acid phosphate? It protects the sperm from this acidity. And third type of gland is the corpus gland. This corpus gland position is the membranous urethra but opening to the penile urethra. These two small P-shaped, small sized P-shaped gland open into the penile urethra and secrete. This corpus gland also called as bulbourethral. Two bulbs on either side of urethra, so bulbourethral glands. It secrete alkaline, viscous, mucus-like fluid. Alkaline, viscous and mucus fluid which lubricate the passage of male reproductive as well as female reproductive system. And what is semen? Semen is the secretion of male reproductive system. It consists of sperm from this testes, then epididymis secretion of this seminal vesicle, seminal fluid, prostatic fluid and corpus gland mucus. All these constitute togetherly called as semen. One semen ejaculation is 2.5 to 4 ml. It consists of 4 millions of sperms, and these are the constituents: 60% seminal fluid, 30% is prostatic fluid, and other is the sperm. And this corpus gland secretion is secreted before the copulation. Here the end of this system, male reproductive system. Thank you.